You're watching the news on New Vision TV. I am Rothin Seje. Now, the state has officially communicated to court that Assistant Commissioner of Police Siraj Bakaleke has fled the country. Bakaleke becomes the third senior official from Uganda Police to flee the country in the past 1 year. And New Vision TV examines this new dubious trend closely. At the beginning of the year, the director of ICT, the Uganda Police Force, Amos Ngabrano, quietly left the country. Although rumors had been circulating that the president had ordered for his sacking, Ngabrano told the press on phone that he was not on the run and that he would soon return to the country. He then quietly tendered in his resignation and has never returned to the country. During his tenure as ICT director, several dubious deals involving ICT contracts took place in the force. These included a hilarious scam that left Parliament swindled of 400 million shillings that was forfeiting the Speaker's car anti-bombing equipment. Former personal assistant of ex-IGP Jonathan Barroza was a wanted man in connection to Felix Kaweesi's murder. At the time, he had been posted to Algeria, the headquarters of the Continental Police Network Agency, AFRIPOL, but authorities in Kampala wanted to ask him a few questions. Internal security wanted him over suspicious conduct after the murder of Assistant Inspector General of Police, Andrew Felix Kaweesi, while the police itself wanted him for desertion of duty and over suspected corruption. Barroza had vanished from his duty station and his whereabouts became a subject of speculation. An international warrant of arrest was issued. This week, the state admitted that Assistant Commissioner of Police Siraj Bakaleke had jumped bail and fled the country. Bakaleke was the Chief of Political Education in the Police Directorate of Political Commissariat, before which he was Regional Police Commander of Kampala South. He is facing 12 charges, which include kidnapping of foreign nationals who were robbed of $415,000, which is about 1.6 billion shillings. In the process, embezzlement and abuse of office. Kidnap alone fetches 10 years in prison, so does embezzlement, while abuse of office can attract 7 years. When the heroic Assistant Superintendent of Police, Mohammed Chirumira, was brutally murdered 2 months ago, Bakaleke claimed that he feared for his life because Muslims were being targeted. Ironically, Bakaleke was one of the cops Chirumira had denounced. Ironically again, Chirumira, who knew that he was a target of assassination by the rogue cops he had been fighting, would have saved his life if he had fled the country like other cops who did. Usually, it is police officers who do the chasing while the suspects do the running. But sometimes, it is the officer who runs away. Will this trend continue, or the new police management will bring the force to order and its top officers stop being suspects? Moving on, General Katonga, the State Minister for Works, yesterday conceded to the extent of the damage caused by the recent heavy rains on the country's roads, citing the bursting of banks by River Mayanja in Wakiso district as an example. Wamala told Parliament that 4 major crossing points at Bulova, Chikubampanga, Gobero, Kachiri Masulita, Kawanda, Kayunga and Bubale were swept away. Now, this has hindered movement of people. In Luwero, Wamala revealed 2 women and the child were swept away by raging waters from a nearby river and their bodies are yet to be recovered. River Rajali in Luwero burst its banks on Monday, cutting off Zilowe-Kayunga Road, and now travelers are using the Gayaza Road through Busika to connect to Mukono. Wamala was responding to a question by MP James Waluswaka of Bunyole West on what the government was doing to help communities affected by the recent incidents where rivers in central Uganda burst their banks, especially River Mayanja. In other news, at the age of 76, former Ayivu County MP Dick Nyai breathed his last yesterday at Arua Regional Referral Hospital. He had been admitted the previous day with some complications and general body weakness. Nyai, who was once a strong anti-Museveni critic and a UPC heavyweight, represented Anyivo in the National Resistance Council Constituent Assembly and in the 6th Parliament. His three-term tenure was cut short when Zoe Bakoko Bakoru trounced him in the 2001 polls to the 7th Parliament. At the time of his death, Nyai was an icon in West Nile in the fight against HIV/AIDS, having lived positively for 28 years. He was recently hosted on Vision Group's Arua Best radio station. Arua One in the world aids the campaigns to encourage Ugandans on positive living. In 2005, Nyai, a member of the UPC organizing committee and an editor of the party's mouthpiece, The People, from 1980 to 1986 newspaper, abandoned his political home to which he had subscribed for 46 years and joined the ruling NRM. He was received by President Museveni amid thunderous cheers from thousands of party supporters. And in our sports news, the First Lady and Minister of Education and Sports, Janet Kataha Museveni, has congratulated the Uganda Cranes upon qualifying for the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations. She pledged to fully support the team's preparations for the finals in Cameroon. The First Lady, who attended Cranes' historic and decisive qualifier against Comoros back in 2016 that earned Uganda a place at the 2017 finals in Gabon, was also delighted to see the fruits of both increased funding and better organization preparations for all national teams, particularly the Cranes. You're still watching New Vision TV News. I am Ruth Inaseje, and in our daily Pearl of Africa series, we look at River Katonga. Now, River Katonga is located in the southern part of Uganda, particularly in Remiaga County in Sembabule district. This stream forms a connection between Lake Victoria and Lake George, reflecting that it once drained away from Lake Victoria into Lake George along its entire length. Let's take a look. The mesmerized look in your eyes reveals that watching the beauty at River Katonga will make you revisit each and every vacation of the year. The various types of exotic plants that lie in its waters are breathtaking, and the birds that float on top of it are adorable. Katonga has also got animals which keep cool beneath its waters. They have led to what we now call the Katonga Wildlife Reserve. Great history lies on the river, and worth mentioning is that River Katonga occupies a special place in Uganda's military history. It is here that the NRA Liberation Forces blocked access between Kampala city and the western and southern part of the country in the last siege that lasted about a month before marching on to the capital. The government forces, combined with mercenaries, failed to break the siege from the end of 1985 to early 1986, and after the NRA broke through Katonga, the rest became history. Getting to River Katonga is only 3.5 hours from Kampala by road, as shown on this Google map. So now tell me why you would not love to come to tell your story after spending some time at River Katonga. Now for more Pearl of Africa stories, visit our website www.newvision.co.ug. Our newspaper, the Sunday Vision, is also another home of adventures, so grab your copy every Sunday for Pearl of Africa stories. That's all we had for you. Thank you for watching. Be sure to catch more news updates and other programs here on New Vision TV by visiting our website, which is www.newvision.co.ug/video. You can also follow us on our social media platforms. Facebook is The New Vision, Twitter is @NewVisionWire, Instagram is @NewVisionWire, and our YouTube channel is New Vision TV. Remember, you can follow me on my Twitter handle. It is Ruth the Voice. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.